Hello there guys! For today's video, I'm going to show you how to do overlapping shadow on text in Photoshop. And also, we will dive deeper into filling of background using type tool, masking with the use of gradient tool, brush tool, grouping of layers, and transformation command. Now let's get started. So the first step we're going to do is we're going to fill this canvas with black. So to do that, going on to the foreground color, we're going to set this one to black. And then after that, we're going to fill this one by pressing Alt plus backspace. There you go. The next step here is that we're going to make use of a type tool to create text layer. So to get the type tool, all you have to do is to press T for the shortcut key and click on this icon. Alright, now on the options panel, I'm going to make use of this font style, Franklin Gothic Heavy. Then, also, on the color, click on this, and we're going to set the text color to white. Then, hit OK. There you go. Now, let's start applying the text. Well, my tip here is, we're going to apply a word here, and the first letter that we're going to type here will be the last letter of the word. So I'll be typing down here the word doodle. So I'm going to click here, and then let's start first with the letter E because that's the ending letter of the word doodle, right? Okay, so click on that text layer, press Ctrl plus T for the transformation command for us to rescale this letter. Alright, so I'll set it to something like this. Well, we can rescale and reposition this one later on again. Then hit enter. Now, the next thing is we're going to create a duplicate layer of this text. So with that text layer active, press Ctrl or Command plus J. And then press Ctrl or Command plus T and click and drag this letter here, all right, next to the letter, all right, moving to the right. Then we're going to type here the letter L. All right, there you go. That's the second letter to the last. So again, from that L letter, press Ctrl or Command plus J to create a duplicate layer. Press Ctrl plus T for the transformation command. Let's move it on the left. Then let's change the letter to D. I'm going to do the same thing on the other letters. There you go. So we already have the word doodle here. Okay. Now next step here is that we're going to apply a mask. So let's start with the letter E or the ending letter. So on the layers panel, because that's the first text layer we created. So click here on the letter E, and then we're going to add a mask. So go down here and click on this icon, add a mask. And by the way, if you find this video helpful so far, please consider subscribing to help YouTube algorithm show my videos to other nerds like us. Now once we already have that layer mask, now we're going to make use of the gradient tool for masking. So going on to the toolbar, let's go and find this icon. This is the gradient tool look like. Well, you can press G for the shortcut key. Well, click on that, and then for the options panel here on top, I'm going to click on this to open the gradient editor. So click on that, and this gradient editor will appear. Now let's go to basic, and we're going to set this one to black to white. Okay, so click on that. So this should be white, and this should be black. All right, then hit OK. And then also, we're going to set this one to linear gradient. For the opacity, I'll be setting this one to 100%. Then, let's start masking with the gradient. So click on the layer mask thumbnail, make sure that's selected. Start from the left side of the letter, okay, from this letter E. So I'm going to click and drag, moving to the right. Then release. There you go. And then also, same thing on the letter L. So let's go into the layers panel. Click on the letter L layer. Let's add another mask. Click on that. And let's do the same thing. Left to right for the gradient. There you go. All right. So also here on the letter D, same thing from all the letters. So I'll be doing that to the rest of the letter. All right. Now look at this. We already created this one. Now, next step here is we're going to compress this letter. All right. So it's something like the letter, for example, this letter E, I'm going to compress it moving to the left. So it's something like it created the shadow effect on the letter. Yeah, behind the letter E, right? It's the L. So it will create like a shadow here. So to do that, going on to the layers panel, click on the letter E first, press Control or Command plus T for the transformation command, and then let's move it aside. Okay, something like this. All right. Then after that, we're going to select on the letter L and to the letter E. Well, how to do that? So click on the letter E layer, press Shift, hold it, and click on the letter L. Then these two layers are selected. Then press Control or Command plus T for the transformation command. Then let's move it again to compress. Something like that. So same thing. Press Shift, hold it because these two letters are selected. Now let's click on the letter D. All right, so these three letters are selected. Press Control or Command plus T, and let's move it to the left. All right, something like that. Same thing. Press Shift and click on the letter O. These four letters are selected. Press Control or Command plus T, and let's move it to the left. All right, so I'll be doing it also in the last one. And there you go. All right, now we already have this selected. Now let's put this all letters in the center. So also Shift, hold it, and also click on the letter D. And that means this all letters are all selected. Then press Control or Command plus T, and then let's put this one in the center. Something like that. And that's how it goes. And that is how to do the overlapping shadow on text in Photoshop.